Hey everybody, Joe here. Today, a little video about air compressors. Just over a year ago, when I started building all kinds of western red cedar raised bed planter boxes, I decided I need to replace the old air compressor that's been here for probably 40 years with something a little newer. So I went out and got this Mastercraft. It's an 8-gallon, and it's worked out okay, but it's time for it to go away. Bye-bye. And replacing it was this new one here from Porter Cable, a much higher end brand, and I'll get into why later, and we're going to unbox it. This one, I'm going to show you something I don't like about this one, so hang on a second. First we're going to drain the air tank. Yes, it's noisy. The idea of draining the air tank is you want to get any accumulated moisture out of it so it doesn't rust out and the moisture doesn't get into your tools. Anyways, where the drain is on this guy, here's the valve for opening and closing it down here. Where it's positioned, it's not actually on the bottom of the tank. So if I tilt this up now, I actually get water running out of it. Now I'm going to pause the camera for a second and take it off the tripod and come over here and show you this up close. Hang on. So here we are. As we get down to the floor here, there's a little puddle of water. So we get a little more out of here. Yeah. So it's not properly draining, and I don't like that. That's one of the reasons I want to get rid of it. Plus Mastercraft, well, it's just not one of the best brands out there. They're okay if you're going to use it once in a while, maybe inflate the tires on the car a couple times a year, pump up the bicycle tires. But for everyday use, Mastercraft just doesn't tend to cut it. So don't forget to hit the like button and to subscribe if you haven't already. That'll help us out a lot. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back, and before I roll this out of the way for probably the last time, I figured I'd close the valve, and I'm going to turn it on, let you hear how noisy this one is, and we'll compare it to that one later on. So here it is. So I'm hoping that the new one is also going to be maybe a little bit quieter. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so it's time to unbox this thing. Here we go. The owner's manual, we'll take a look at that later. Look at all the specs. Oh, this is a lot lighter than the old one. The Mastercraft was 57 pounds. This one is 30 pounds. Feather light. Move this box over the way here. We don't need that right now. So let's get that. Okay. You can get a couple photos of this and then we'll plug it in and fire it up. Stay tuned right until the end of the video, and I'll do a sound comparison of the noise levels, one right after the other for you. So check that out. Okay, so here's a close-up view of the new Porter Cable air compressor. Here's our tank pressure gauge. Now this is supposed to go up to 150 pounds of pressure. And over here is the regulator. This controls the pressure output, and I'll probably have it running around 90 to 100 pounds for most of what I do with the brad nailer. And one thing I didn't notice when I bought this, the old Mastercraft has one outlet only. This one has two. So if I was running multiple tools off this, I have that option. So that's kind of cool. Take a look around this thing here. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this. Okay, so we're going to get this thing. Okay, so now we're going to get the hose to hook up to the air compressor. We're going to grab the brad nailer and we're just going to do a little test with some 2-inch brad nails, a couple pieces of wood. This Dewalt brad nailer, this is also a new upgrade this year. I was running a Mastercraft brad nailer last year and decided to upgrade and get something half decent this year instead of the old Mastercraft. Alright, we got the pressure set at about 90-95 pounds. And just drive a couple brads into these here pieces of wood. Piece of cake. This is mostly what I'll be using the air compressor for, is for using the brad nailer and a variety of things that I make. And 1 second here. And a dusty Woodshop. It's also good for cleaning stuff up. And after I get a few hours of use in with this, I'll probably come back and do a follow-up video on it, a little bit of a review, and talk about how well it works, or hopefully how well it works. So far, very happy with it. Noise comparison coming up next. First up, the new quarter cable. You can definitely hear some noise there. It's not too bad. Yeah, we'll do the old Mastercraft. Yes, I'm wearing a different shirt because much noisier. But yeah, much noisier. And as I started to say before this kicked in, yes, I'm wearing a different shirt as I did this part, the noise comparison, a few days later as I was putting the video together. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.